say something really intelligent there. Impress you. Oh, now what it is? I just found out on the way here. I'm going to yeah. Hey, Blair, say something. Get that off me. I'll fax you up something. I'll fax it to you. Give me what do you got, a card on it? I'm just terribly idiots. I don't know. They take the approach of you want to get in and around? Come on, David. What's this close-up stuff, buddy? He thinks it's John Dixon's birthday party. Well, 2 cars pulled in. You push it up, you zoom. If you pull back, you pull it. Can't you see it? To the camera. Hello, camera. Hi, camera. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's special here before we open the presents. I guess I'll start. I just want to, wish you a happy birthday and just say what a great time it's been being your son and that. It's just been really good. Just growing up and now working with you in business, it's been really special. And I wish you a happy birthday, 50th. Love and good luck. Look at this, it's like the Godfather. You get a chair sitting on the You got a ring we
happy birthday to a man named Bob. Today has almost passed quietly in Bob's wonderful world. Few people took time to remember the B50 of Bob Bremner. But it is a birthday for a great American who was wounded in a battle fighting for financial independence for his family. He called a friend named John Hicks, who was wounded badly in the same battle. He said the war is not over until it's over. We must move on. As you celebrate your birthday, I look anew, and with every increasing admiration I have for you, upon your distinguished career. Few men in your organization have been privileged to serve in so many important capacities as you have, and certainly none has done so with such brilliance and devotion. The officers and members of your organization are proud of you. They know you have used your great talent in the interest of all. There are few men for whom I have the same deep affection and respect that I have for you. You are in every sense a leader of men and an ideal administrator. I am very, very proud and privileged to be among your friends. May the Big 50 be the beginning of a many more. May God continue to bless you and your family, and again, happy birthday.
What about the part about the great administrator?
On being Bob's sister. How can I convey in a few words, in these few moments, what is it like being Bob's sister? How am I to express the memories of a little girl at play, not aware of much, but aware of being Bob's sister? What can I say about passing years of bright summers, winters warm to my family, daffodil springs and red leafy autumns, about growing up, being Bob's sister? Sometimes when he teased and played pranks, it was hard being Bob's sister. But sometimes he could be so silly, it was fun being Bob's sister. Sometimes he would hurt himself, and then it was scary being Bob's sister. Sometimes if I got on a boat with him, it was exciting being Bob's sister. But mostly, I was just so proud of being Bob's sister. I know that part of who I am today is because of being Bob's sister. And I feel so special because I'm the only person in the world who has the enormous pleasure of being Bob's sister.
walking with Bob and the road came to a fork, you would know undoubtedly that Bob would choose the road less traveled. And he might just go straight out into the woods and cut his own path. And he'd call back and he'd tell you to come along with him because he likes adventure. And when the grade became real steep, he would get excited about the challenge. And you could hear the adrenaline pumping in his heart. And you'd see the adrenaline in his face because life could be seen in his eyes. And when he came to a valley and he encountered difficulties, you'd never hear him complain. He's just too optimistic at heart. And if he saw snow on the peaks nearby, he'd head straight for it and he'd ski down with reckless abandon. And you would be glad you weren't one of the innocent, unaware people on the lower side. And if there was a lake nearby, he'd ski it, maxing out his cut and laying down his shoulder. And on that journey, if in the woods you could find a racquetball court, you would quickly learn to never play in front of Bob. Bob enjoys life. You played with him, you know. Bob enjoys life. And when I thought of how much he enjoys life, I thought Bob's like a tour guide. And he points out the most interesting things. He has a way of making things come to life when he talks about fireflies and frogs and astronomy, the tides of the Chesapeake Bay, the Book of Romans. Everything just seems to come to life. He plays hard, he works hard, he almost always has a smile on his face and a gleam in his eye. He has a sense of humor that's so dry that even though it's not funny, you laugh. Just by the way he says it. He has a way of seeing beauty in things. I've had the privilege of riding down the Pacific Coast Highway with him, standing up in the Sierra Nevada, swimming in Lake Tahoe. And as Bob talked about those things, it was like seeing each of those boyhood places for me, because that's where I grew up. It was like seeing them for the first time. He never lost his boyish wonder and curiosity. And he has a way of taking that and blending it with his keen insight and knowledge. And you end up being as curious as he is as he's talking about things. And I can hear him explain over and over again at different things, oh man, with this raw kind of excitement. Or he'd say, let's go for it, with this competitive challenge. 2 decades ago, Bob heard God's voice in a very special way, and he opened his heart, and he obeyed that voice, and he became instrumental in a lot of Christians' lives. He became instrumental in our church, and I've watched him over the years, and I've seen that voice that he heard then has allowed him to wander only so far before once again he obeys it. And Bob reminds me of the poetic king and shepherd, the David of old. Like him, Bob's heart is in God's hands. And I remember a very touching moment, at least for me it was, and I think it was for him, 14 and a half years ago when I first came here, and after just meeting Bob for a week, I was standing in the middle of the road at Roslyn, and a car pulled up, and someone stepped out and told him that his dad had just died. And Bob, with tears in his eyes, said to me, I wish you could have known my father. And by the very way he said it, I wished I had known his father. And the stories that I heard him tell, he's a good storyteller. I wished I had known his father. And it wasn't until years later that I realized I did know his father. I knew it through someone who had a way of saying things that made things and people seem special. I can remember Bob saying with pride, you know what Blair did? You know what David said? You know what Christy played? By the very way he characterized them, you had this sense of how much he valued them. Bob has opened his heart and he's opened his home to me in times when I needed that. And he's let me in. And he's let a lot of you in. Not everybody lets people in the way I I know many of you feel the same way that I do. The smartest thing Bob ever did, and it wasn't American Energy, but the smartest thing he ever did, was marry Brenda, because together they have given others so much. And there's a proverb in the book of Proverbs that says, iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And when I think of Bob, I think of someone who has enhanced my life, he's enhanced other people's lives. You're a friend. I've always felt safe with you. I've never once, ever felt like you would turn your back or say anything about me to anyone. I've felt safe. And so, I guess I would say I don't think I've ever laughed so freely, cried so easily, prayed so deeply, or believed so sincerely as when I've shared some of my life with you. I love you, Bob.
No, nobody can top that.
Your turn, Brenda. How about Brenda up here? Come on, Brenda.
Well, let's have Byron tell his family story. Come on, Byron.
I'm not telling you a story.
Come on, Dad. You want to talk?
Christy, everybody has heard it.
I've never heard.
No, I'm happy to.
Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, Bob, let me tell you something. I went to 15 stores to try to find some Bristol cream and could not find it. Because there would have been a bottle of that in there if I could have found it someplace. Where do you get it? I don't know. I mean, I went to ABC stores, they say they don't carry it anymore, they say that the grocery store has it, but the only thing they got is Harvey Bristol cream share. Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Good job. That's a
Bob Smith.
look who's
It's not bad being good to you guys.
It took me, I gotta open my mouth.
Who's this from? Took me 50 years to look this good.
Thank you, Renee.
Don't notice on black bag.
What's black mean?
Oh, my gosh. Look at that thing. Woo, yeah. Who is that from? That's from John and Rolene Hayes.
It goes with the
This card says, don't think of over 50 as over the hill. Think of it as over the hill, beyond the two valleys, the mountain range, and a large pond. From Beverly then. No. Cleveland and France.
He came with, see, give me his glasses. Put his eyeglasses on.
Thank you. This has got to be a moment. It says, there's just one way to describe a song like this. Awesome. Totally awesome.
That's really what it said.
Yep. Oh, wow. Water filter.
We need one of those.
Thanks, Mom. It's a water filter.
We need that.
Everybody needs one of these.
We have to buy our water. What's this one? Oh, yeah. This part.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
Wait a minute. Let me get this.
Well, that's good. Hallelujah. Sunny.
Everybody know everybody.
Right here. This card says, I couldn't get you a ride on a hot air balloon for your birthday, so I got you the next best thing, a seed to grow your own.
Boy, does he need that. He needs
God,
that.
that's it. God, that's it. Huh?
No.
I was for 1 minute.
He hit one shot, and it was 295 yards straight down the middle. All of them realized how he did it.
I knew when to quit, though. I didn't have a second.
And the other was for the great administrator.
Yeah, this is
An
what it is.
organizer, Christy.
For the great
Organizer.
administrator.
Right. That's great. That's true.
Chris is trying to keep him organized. It's hard.
Yeah, Christy learned how to do that.
Every place about 8 of the legal pads.
This was happy birthday. Even with your ages, good looks, brains, talent, you still managed to be a regular person. I guess you eat a lot of fiber.
Lord, brings us big, no big surprise. It won't play catchy jingles or light up before your eyes. It doesn't bring you tips on quotes or jokes to make you laugh. It doesn't try to tease you with a sexy photograph. It doesn't hype TV stars or a great new dance to try. Just says happy birthday to a very special person.
Aww.
Lou and Ernie. Wow. Binoculars. Wow.
You can see those wildlife if you have.
Oh, wow. Hold that card up there. Oh.
They're on there too.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's I see it. Oh, it's Bevel.
It's just nothing important. From David.
Wow. Thanks, Dave. The backyard is Scarlet Sky. The backyard is Scarlet Sky. Dave.
That's for your binoculars.
Probably not gonna read this card.
Evelyn's speed reading for us.
So I went on back to the house, and the tool shed is at the back of the cabin, and it's a little room. It's about 6 feet square, and it has a full court light right in the center of the room. And I went in the front door of the cabin, and real quick, ran through the cabin, went out the back door, ran around the back, got in there. Yeah, all I had on was a bathing suit.
And his chest was
Well, anyway, so I got in there before, and it was very dark. It was cloudy, it was no moon, pitch dark. And so I got in the tool shed and stood so that I could feel that light cord hit me on top of the head. And I just stood real still. And after about a minute, I hear Byron come around the corner. And he comes in there with me. And reaches for the light. And he goes like this. He puts his hand on my chest. You know how hey, when you touch wet paint, you touch it again and see it's really wet? And he went. And Byron tried to run, he tried to scream, and all he could do was.
David. David, back off. Brenda.
Yeah.
Just back up just a little bit. Yeah.
I need to stick it anyway. I don't have to go back and say twice. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Just a picture with the fire extinguisher. You ready, Bob?
Before I blow the candles, I just want to say thank y'all for